So my name is Danny. Uh, my real name is like Daniel. I go by the dramatic pause when I stream. I allow any of my viewers to call me whatever they want me to, because that's the type of community that I have or we have. It's just that kind of an open one. Um, as I was growing up, I was extremely sporty. I'm 6'4", so I played basketball, I played volleyball, I ran track. I did a lot of these things, like played pretty much every single sport that you could think of. But then, during basketball, I actually like really hurt my back to the point where anytime that I go out and I play sports, I can always feel it at the bottom of my back. So it's kind of hindered me a bit there and kind of gave up on that dream. And so led me into just playing video games nonstop. And video games was something that I always did, at the end of the day, playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies or Halo Reach or Halo 3 with the buddies online. But now it's something where it's like, this is what has always been there for me is video games, and now it's what pretty much the only thing that I really like to do, I'd say.
All right, awesome. I got you there. So, just to branch off of that a little bit, then, you said you got hurt playing basketball. Was it just like a mild injury? I know you said you still feel it. Did you like herniate a disc or something of that nature?
It was a nerve compression.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I never got it like treated or anything like that.
Okay, I understand.
And it was bothering me before slightly, but then I had a tryout, and instead of taking it easy and saying I'm going to sit this one out, I ended up pushing myself. Yeah, and it was to the point where it was taking a couple Advil and then putting on a back brace, putting on ibuprofen gel, and just pushing through the pain every single time. And then I would just get home, and it was just I couldn't move. Go through the entire school day, couldn't move. Get in the car, go over to the tryouts every single day, and it was a pain. And by the end of it, I could not move for like a week.
No, yeah, I was gonna say I know how you feel. The reason I had asked was I actually herniated one of my discs in my lower back too, so I had a similar issue as far as the pain goes. So that's kind of why I know where you're coming from on that one, and it could be rough. But all right, to keep things going, so how did you get into streaming?
I actually had a buddy of mine, actually my best friend, a long time ago, probably around like I want to say 2013, maybe like 2012. Me and him started doing like a quick scope clan, like like when everybody's on like Black Ops 2 and they're like, oh yeah, me and my buddies are just hanging out, and so we have like a clan. And me and him were like there with all of our friends in the Black Ops 2 clan, and he watched Twitch like religiously, and he got me just like watching people. At that time, I didn't really, I'd say, watch anybody. I think I knew of Twitch, but then later on when Overwatch came out, that's when I really started jumping on Twitch and started to watch people because I wanted to get better at the game. And so I started watching people like Tim the Tap Man so that I could improve at the game. And I thought, dude, it's hilarious. So at the same time, you get to watch this gameplay, and then on top of that, it's like watching a stand-up comedian for about like 5 hours straight. And so to me, it was just the best of both worlds.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with that one. I was going to say, from there, you just decided to pick up your own streaming and start going at it yourself after that?
Well, I think the second I like fully decided to actually start streaming, like around Overwatch, I was always trying to figure out like when I actually wanted to stream, and I was always trying to learn
Mhm.
about streaming. Like I spent 2 to 3 years prior to actually starting streaming just learning about streaming itself, and I consider
Okay.
that one of the reasons why I've grown is just because I have such an expansive knowledge, I guess, on streaming.
Mhm.
Um, like my goals whenever I got out of high school was to go to college and do some film and hopefully go off to LA and do something with that. And that didn't work out because a lot of people told me who had been in the film industry some things, and I was just like, oh, maybe that's not the path for me. And then I decided to go into the family business, and I was like, this isn't for me. And so it was just like every single turn that I made, I was like, I don't really like these things. And then the thing that was always in the back of my head was streaming on Twitch. That seems like a good idea. And then so it got to a point eventually where I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And so the second I started, I just didn't stop.
Got it. Awesome. And no, I mean, I know you've grown tremendously now. I mean, offhand, do you know roughly what your follower count is again?
Um, I think last time I checked, it was 16,300 around
Okay, yeah, I
there.
was gonna say I went up. I remember when I first reached out to you, I had seen it was just under 16, and then like a week later, we were checking out some of your streams again. We went back, and it was already up like 800 followers. It was insane. So no, I mean clearly your knowledge and your research that you did first is paying off. You've grown a long way. You got a good following, so it's all good though. Worked out well. And also now, I know before you said you go by the Dramatic Pause on stream. So where'd you come up with that name?
That's see, I used to play Here's the Storm. I don't know if you know what it is. It's a MOBA created by Blizzard Entertainment with like all of their
Okay,
characters from all their different universes. And so they have this thing
got it.
called Heroes of the Dorm, which is if you win their big tournament and you go all the way up the bracket, then they pay
Hmm.
for all of your college tuition for your whole team.
Oh wow.
And so me and my friends thought this was amazing, and we thought that we were the best at the game, and that we were going to do it, and we were going to get our college paid for. So one of my friends came up with the name, the Dramatic Pause, for our team name, and we're all like, "This is amazing. We have a good team name. We're gonna win. There's no way we can lose." And so
It's all about the name.
exactly. But so the plan was to sign up. We never signed up, and we never even competed. And then the plan was to take the name and make a YouTube channel out of it. And we made a YouTube channel out of it, and we did like the tiniest. Oh wait, no, we didn't even make a YouTube channel out of it. No, we made a YouTube channel with a different name, called Sightline Studios. Um, so that's a fun little Easter egg right there. That's a yeah.
Gotcha.
But
No, that's awesome. No, I
then
mean it always comes from somewhere, but it's always interesting to hear like the story on how they came to, and how somebody decided on and chose their stream name.
what's my friends have been extremely supportive of my streaming career,
Mm-hmm.
and when I asked them if I could use the name, they were nothing but supportive about me using the name. And
Mm-hmm.
ever since I started streaming, every single one of them has always been asking, "Hey, how's streaming been going?" They've been popping into the streams. They've been supporting me in every single way
Of
that they
course.
can, and I greatly appreciate it.
No, it's awesome. It's always good to have people backing you, supporting you. Definitely helps us keep motivated. And all right. So, what do you like most about streaming, or what do you enjoy most about it?
See, I think most people would probably say just being able to play video games every single day, but I don't know. I think sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh, I don't want to play like Fortnite today. I don't want to play this game today. I think it's more so that
Mm,
I get on for the laughs and just the connection and being able to talk to some people in the community, because it's like raw comedy coming from all those people, and it's like every single one of them I feel like is trying to make me laugh, and then I'm trying to do the same thing to them,
mm,
and so they get me, I feel, just as much as I get them. And it's like I said with the Tim the Tatman thing. It's like I get to
yeah.
watch them play and I get to play with them, and so I'm blown away by their gameplay. And then at the same
Mm,
time, it's the comedy and the entertainment that they bring to me. It's a win-win.
absolutely. No, yeah. I mean, ever since I first saw Twitch and everything like that, I've been watching more and more streamers, more and more videos, and it really is funny too. I mean, some of these people you'll never meet anywhere else, and it's crazy how much you can just like form a relationship in the community with people, and everyone starts to get to know each other a little bit, and it really turns into almost like friends online rather than just people tuning in to watch a stream.
Well, it's like some of the people that I don't know, like I trust the most when it comes to streaming or just like my real life advice. I've met through Twitch, and I talk to these people on a daily basis, and they've helped me out tremendously. It's those are people that I never expected to meet through Twitch. Um it's a crazy platform, man, and you don't expect it to kind of take off in that way. And you hear about
Mm,
people talking about it taking off in that way, and you making those kind of connections, and you always think, oh yeah, I don't think that'll be for me, I don't think I will. But then I don't know, it seems like a vast majority of people do.
gotcha. No, yeah, I could definitely see that. Um, all right. So I know you play a lot of Fortnite too on stream. What are some of your other favorite games?
I was really big into Overwatch and World of Warcraft, and before that I'd say like the whole Halo franchise, just the series in general. But I'd say favorite game of all time has got to be World of Warcraft, just because of how big the game is. I got really
Mm,
competitive with it in Legion, which was the
okay.
second most recent expansion, to the
Hmm.
point where me and my friends were all in a guild, and we were in the top rating guild on our realm, on our server.
Oh, that's awesome.
But right as we were like going to get realm first for completing the raid on Mythic, it was
Hmm.
kind of unfortunate because like another raid came in and did like a realm transfer just so that they could get raid
Uh,
first, so or realm first. So it kind of sucked.
gotcha. That's rough
But
though.
I'd say Halo is definitely up there, and really excited for that to
Mm,
come out on PC, because it's another one of those games that I can play with the community, just with like the
yeah.
custom matches, and you can load in 6 people into a game instead of 4, with
Mm.
Overwatch. I mean, not Overwatch. I'm just thinking about all these games now, instead of
Halo?
Fortnite. But yeah,
Oh,
Halo.
Fortnite.
But yeah,
Okay.
with Halo, you can just get in a bunch of people, and it's like the custom matches. They've even said that you'll be able to make your own, uh, like battle royale in a way, in the custom matches.
Oh,
And
pretty
so,
awesome.
with me being able to try to convince people who are playing Fortnite to get on Halo, I feel like that's a way that I'll be able to do it. So
Okay. No, yeah, it sounds like a good idea, but I mean, that sounds pretty awesome, though, to be honest. Definitely games are evolving as the years go on, that's for sure.
oh yeah, 100%.
Sometimes I feel like certain games are starting to get like almost too much sometimes.
Yeah, a little out of
Trying to put
hand.
too many different options. Yeah, like it starts to
Mhm.
get a little over the top.
If
But
it's
no, I
too
mean, hey,
complicated,
they
it's
got
like you don't want to play it.
exactly. But then I feel like the younger generation grows up on that, and then it's going to be no problem for them. So I feel like when I was a kid trying to play with like my older siblings or like my cousins or something, and nobody knew exactly how to play a game, but you were doing it all day, so of course you knew. It's kind of like that. The older generation's going to stick to the older games, and everybody else is starting to move on.
Yeah.
But all right. So we got the stream coming up in about 2 weeks. What are you looking forward to most?
I'm looking forward to seeing just how my community will react. I know that they've done a charity stream or done a couple charity streams in the past. I've got a couple things planned to try to incentivize them as well for donations and whatnot. Like I'll do goofy things on stream. Like I'll play Fortnite with a controller when I typically play on PC, or I'll do a goofy Fortnite dance or something like that if they donate X amount. And so I'm just, I'm excited to see what they go for in a way with the incentives, because I know that there are a lot of people in the community that do like to donate to charity. And so I guess I'm wondering if I'm going to have to sit there and just do Fortnite dances like over and over and over and over again, or if I'm going to have to like play on a controller like every single game, which is something that I would not like to do. Or if there are people that are going to choose to go for the incentives, provided by Dreamscape.
Gotcha. No, yeah, I mean, it should definitely be a funny turnout. And the ones that I've seen in the past, I mean, the more creative you get, your viewers always amp it up and match your energy.
And see, that's the idea. I was just thinking that, week before I could even open it up and let other people from the community kind of give suggestions. Like at this point, I have play mouse inverted, play a game on controller, do a Fortnite dance, choose my sensitivity. I have little ones like that. But
maybe it's just some nice stuff. Keep everybody involved. Have them actually have something to interact with and be a part of the stream itself instead of just tuning in to watch.
Exactly.
Gotcha. All right. So now, have you ever done volunteer or charity work before?
Yes, I have. I've done charity work with Give Kids the World a couple times. Me and my mom went there several times to go and serve the ice cream, which was actually my most favorite thing that I did there. And then I actually believe that I went and I was welcoming people into the village. But yeah, that was one of the places that I've done charity before. I think that was my my most favorite place that I ever went, because you could see every single person that was coming up to you, and you could just see their face light up. And I think that's why I like the ice cream shop the most, is because it's like I was making, like a show out of it. It's like somebody was asking for, a banana boat, and I was just, singing about making a banana boat. And so I don't know, I was making like a big like musical out of it. It was weird. It was fun. But
it's cool though. It's definitely something different too.
There's a couple of charities like by where I live. There's something that I used to do during high school called Food for Families, where like right before a holiday like Thanksgiving or Christmas or Easter, we would all go over there, and it's packaging all the food that was donated by like Publix or Walmart or all these grocery stores, or just people in general. And then so get all those packaged up, and then the next day, the day of the holiday, like day of Easter, day of Christmas, we all go out and we take it to the families. And so that too was something that I probably did more than Give Kids the World. I think I did that. Actually, not sure how many years I did that. But I think those
Definitely sounds
were
like a
those
great
were the big
experience,
ones
though.
that I did like in person. But the ones that I did
Okay.
online were for Claire's Place Foundation and the suicide prevention that I told you about before.
Yep. Gotcha. Okay. So now that's pretty much all the questions I really had for you. I wanted to see if there was any message or anything you would like to share with our viewers or say to any other streamers that are looking to do a charity stream.
So one thing that I will say to any streamer who's debating or has ever thought about doing a charity stream, this is what the thing that first went through my mind, and something that I've talked to other streamers and they've thought about it before, and they said, you know, I don't want to do a charity stream because what if no one donates?
Mm-hmm.
I implore you to try. I think that $5, $10, $50, $100, whatever you raise, whether it's your money, whether it's other people's money, it's trying, it's putting in that effort. I
Mm-hmm.
think that trying to make that difference, it means the world. I don't think we truly understand how much of an impact that we can make on another person's life, um, just with that $10 donation, just with that $50 donation to charity. And I think
Of
that,
course.
as streamers, I think that we hold that bigger platform to where we can reach a broader audience. And I think that even though, you look at it and maybe it might bring some embarrassment if you don't raise any money, but there's no way in any shape or form that doing a charity stream could bring you any sort of embarrassment. I had a friend in the past who told me that he wanted to do a charity stream, but he said that he didn't want to because he didn't think anybody would donate and he didn't want to be embarrassed by it. And I I kept trying to convince him otherwise, and I told him that I myself would donate.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the thought process sometimes, and I don't think people truly understand that, you know, that little bit of effort that they're putting in, it can make a great difference.